Greetings. We are so glad to be gathered here with you this evening. Each one of you have made our shared work possible, and we are grateful. Tonight is a time to reflect on the exciting direction taken this last year and to look forward to the next steps for Landis communities that we will take together. 1 year ago, when we came together at East Eden Resort, we would never have envisioned the need to hold this event virtually. COVID-19 has changed our world and how we go about day-to-day life. But it has not changed who we are as a people of God or the core values of Landis communities: joy, compassion, integrity, stewardship, and community. Last year at this event, we launched our new brand with the tagline, Cultivating Life Together. Tonight, that tagline is our theme because even in the midst of a pandemic, Landis Communities continues to seek ways to cultivate life for older adults and serve them well wherever they call home. As a board of directors, we are committed, above all, to the safety and well-being of every person we serve. We continue to move forward cautiously to broaden the diversity of the organization. That means continued growth in Landis homes, as well as a plan to expand the services and the number of persons reached through our home and community-based services team. We are working to provide more places for older adults to live in middle market rental locations, such as our current downtown Steepleview Lofts, with the potential of a second Lancaster location on West King Street. In addition, we're planning future lower income tax credit projects. We are grateful for the team of dedicated staff members who have served tirelessly to care for residents and clients and who have done all they can to prevent COVID-19 this year. We also thank all who have served on the Landis boards of Landis Communities, Landis Homes, Home and Community-Based Services, and Welsh Mountain Homes for their advice and their support. We are thankful for each of you. Your prayers, your encouragement, your financial support throughout this year has held us up and helped us truly feel we are in this together. Larry Zook, Michelle Rassler, and Yvonne Berge are now going to share with you reflections on the year, as well as some exciting ways Landis Communities is looking toward the future. At the end of their remarks, you're invited to stay online to watch a special video. Larry will tell you more about that later. We sincerely thank you for your continued support of our family of communities. Your valuable feedback helps make us better. Your generous financial support is helping offset the anticipated needs of COVID-19. And most of all, your prayers for the staff, clients, and residents are what sustains Landis Communities and our affiliates. We thank you.
As I reflect back on the challenges of 2020, I want to thank you for your prayers and support of Landis Communities and our affiliates. Alan mentioned that we started the year excited about a new brand that included the Landis Communities tagline, Cultivating Life Together. In fact, each of the new taglines includes the word together. Landis Homes, enriching lives together. Steepleview Lofts, cultivating community together. Welsh Mountain Home, serving and growing together. Mountain View Terrace, building community together. Landis Adult Day Services, enriching each day together. Landis at Home, thriving at home together. Little did we know how much that word would mean as we came into the future. As the pandemic hit, we began using phrases like, "We will get through this together," "We are stronger together," and "Alone together." We are grateful for each resident, client, and team member who have done all they can to keep themselves and each other safe and healthy. We also appreciate each family member and friend. We understand how difficult this time has been when it was not possible to see and care for loved ones as had been done in the past. When we met last year, I spoke of how Landis Communities is seeking to serve more people through cultivating abundant choices for older adults. To visualize that we are one growing organization with many parts, I introduced this graphic of a tree. We continue to use this visual. The trunk representing the shared services of finance, HR, communications, advancement, IT, planning, and compliance and risk management that support all aspects of the organization. The fruit of the tree represent places to live. The orange fruit denote continuing care retirement communities like Landis Homes, while the yellow fruit are locations under Landis Quality Living. This includes Steeple View Lofts, Welsh Mountain Home, and Mountain View Terrace. You will hear more from Yvonne Berge, Vice President of Community Initiatives, about plans for a new project, Landis Place on King. The leaves you see on our tree represent the areas of Landis communities that exist to help us serve a broader range of constituents, wherever they choose to live. As part of Landis Home and Community-Based Services, our affiliates, Landis at Home and Landis Adult Day Services, as well as our partner organizations, Pathways Institute for Lifelong Learning, Lancaster Downtowners, and Friends Life Care, have been reaching out to meet needs throughout the broader community during this difficult year. Our goal remains to provide care, services, and living options for a greater number of older adults in and around Lancaster County. Through CCRC affiliations or satellite locations, home and community-based services, acquisitions, or affiliations that enable rapid growth and achieve economies of scale, and through expanded living options, including 55+ communities, subsidized tax credit housing, market rate rental options, and more. Landis communities will serve seniors from increasingly more diverse cultures and a broader range of socioeconomic backgrounds. We continue to seek your feedback and prayers. You are integral to keeping us focused on our mission of following God's call to creatively serve the diverse needs and interests of older adults by developing opportunities and collaborative relationships.
Even in a pandemic, our guiding values of joy, compassion, integrity, stewardship, and community hold true and give us the foundation we need to serve one another well. Encouragement changes everything is a quote I've appreciated over the years. This year, the encouragement we have given to one another, residents, family members, and team members has been invaluable. Letters, cards, emails, phone calls, virtual conversations shared via technology, and words of appreciation have been the things that have meant so much and have brought us through to this point. As a team, we have been flexible and nimble to best serve the residents. There are many examples of the way team members have taken on new roles or found new ways to meet needs created by COVID-19. To provide food to residential living residents so they did not need to leave campus, we put in place systems for grocery ordering, shopping, and delivery, meal ordering and delivery from dining services, and even created a food pantry when the demand for grocery shopping got too high. For safety and security, a checkpoint was established to limit access to the Landis Homes campus, along with a process for screening all team members by other team members, as well as a way for visitors to conduct self-screening. Volunteer roles needed to be replaced by staff in locations like the mailroom, and team members from across campus took on new roles like delivering meal trays and all things related to shopping, groceries, and meal delivery. Videos have become a primary way to communicate to residents, team members, and families. Regular updates broadcast at 3 p.m. on campus and are posted on Facebook and the website. Thinking outside the box, some campus events have been able to be continued. They just look a little different. For example, this annual Strawberry Social was delivered to each resident's door. Fellowship Day became Fellowship Week to allow for ways to enjoy fellowship in smaller gatherings while continuing to support the Caring Fund. And we utilized the Crossing Greens for outdoor concerts and activities. I truly believe that we are stronger together, and the past 8 months have clearly strengthened the Landis Homes team. As we move forward and continue to learn how to grow alongside COVID-19, we will focus on these key areas at Landis Homes: new programming for residents, leadership development and career paths for team members, capital improvements for areas of healthcare, particularly Ephrata House bathrooms, which is taking place right now, a master plan review to get us back on track as soon as possible, and robust resident engagement that will include using technology at a time when coming together is not possible. Thank you for standing with us as we embrace the road ahead.
It is an honor to share with you my reflections on the past year regarding Landis Home and Community-Based Services and Landis Quality Living. First, let me say that I have felt extreme gratefulness. I am grateful for team members willing to work in multiple locations, unknown conditions, homes, adult day services, and all the while taking all careful precautions to keep themselves and those they serve safe. Grateful for team members willing to flex their skills and fill positions other than those they were hired to do. Grateful for clients utilizing prevention control protocols to remain as healthy as possible. Grateful for residents at Steepleview Lofts who have been COVID-free throughout the entire pandemic. Grateful for community initiative leaders who are there for each other with encouragement and at times resources. Grateful for a Landis Communities leadership team that has approached each challenge with compassion. And so grateful for board members and stakeholders that have supported our teams with prayers, words of encouragement, and financial gifts. At Landis Adult Day Services, the team has needed to be extremely nimble. When the ADS Center closed due to COVID-19 stay-at-home orders, many team members took on other critical staffing roles. When we reopened in late August, it was with significantly fewer clients, physically distanced and wearing masks all day. The team has been stretched to find new ways of interacting with clients and to offer meaningful and safe ways for them to interact with each other. We find ourselves needing to live day by day, praying to remain free of COVID-19, because if there is an exposure in the center, we will need to close for 14 days. Landis at Home saw a dip in service requests initially, and a few team members felt the need to end their employment due to the coronavirus concerns. However, we then began to experience an increase in service requests, and we have needed to hire additional staff. We are growing as fast as we can hire, and some requests for services are on a wait list. Steepleview Lofts residents have found creative ways to support each other while remaining socially distanced, including creative ways to exercise and move outside. Welsh Mountain Home remained COVID-free much of this time, but now is unfortunately experiencing an outbreak of COVID-19 among some of the residents. The team members are pulling together to support each other and do what is needed. We are grateful for a strong Welsh Mountain Home Board of Directors and others from Landis Communities who help support residents and team members at this time. Our collaborative partners have served right alongside of us throughout the pandemic. Pathways Institute took some time to pivot, but when the modality of virtual lifelong learning began, it went smoothly. Friends Life Care moved to virtual webinars very quickly, and the membership continues to steadily climb. Lancaster Downtowners demonstrated creative ways to continue to fulfill their mission, including the launch of the Z Tutor program. With COVID-19, the need and desire for older adults to receive services in their home is growing exponentially. Landis HCBS is well positioned to meet many of those needs and will continue to seek partnerships to grow. Landis HCBS was formed in July 2018. In 2018, Landis HCBS served 909 clients. In 2020, 2 years later, we served 1,219. Our audacious goal is to serve 2,000 individuals by 2025. The Landis Quality Living has an audacious goal to serve 1,000 individuals through affordable or middle market housing by 2030. As we develop affordable and middle market living opportunities for older adults, we are also focused on coordinating with Landis HCBS to provide housing with services to allow individuals to age with dignity wherever they call home. We are excited by the momentum around the Landis Place on King project introduced this summer that will create 83 new middle market apartments that will offer residents access to services. As we listen and learn about the beautifully diverse and unique West King Street neighborhood, we look forward to becoming a part of this active and growing area in Lancaster City. In the year ahead, we hope to be granted tax credits that will allow us to move forward with Manor View Terrace in Millersville. Future projects include the new Danner Home in Mannheim and Landis Place at Millersville.
For most of us, 2020 has been a strange year, but without hesitation, I can say that despite challenges, despite losses, despite frustrations, this year has proven to me more than ever that Landis Communities cultivates life. I wish I could see you all in person, but until that is possible, please hear our message of hope for the future. The Landis Communities mission isn't about serving the needs and interests of older adults when it is convenient, or where it's easy and normal, or when things go as planned. The reason we are here, and the heart of who we are as a community of service-minded, joy-filled, and compassionate individuals, is to creatively serve. 2020 has been a year that tested that creativity, but it is because of the masks, because of the hand washing, because of the virtual calls, because of the flexibility to discover ways to stay connected and deliver programs and services in new, safe, and effective ways, that I can stand here and tell you, now more than ever, I know the board leadership and every member of this team is cultivating life together. Thank you again for your support, your encouragement, and most of all, your prayers. This concludes the formal program for our 2020 Annual Appreciation Event. You're invited to remain here with us to view the premiere of a special video presentation, Seasons of 2020, We Are in This Together. Michelle mentioned the way videos have become a primary tool for communicating during the pandemic. Team member Naomi Payne has taken clips from some of the video updates and combined them with photographs and other videos to tell the story of how residents, clients, and team members of Landis Communities have journeyed together through the COVID-19 pandemic. In the next 30 minutes, you will not only see the new ways life has changed, but you will hear stories and feel the emotions of what we experienced along the way. Here is Seasons of 2020. We are in this together.
Who would have known as we entered 2020 that a new virus called COVID-19 would become a worldwide pandemic, sweep the globe in a few months, and linger on indefinitely, taking 500,000 lives by summer and dramatically changing our way of life. we did not yet imagine what would be required of us throughout Landis communities. How we would learn to serve one another in new ways. How we would continue to reach out with joy, compassion, and integrity, find ways to enhance our stewardship and build our community. How red, yellow, and green would determine many of our daily routines. How we would sacrifice to save lives.
Michelle Rassler, Executive Director at Landis Homes. It is Monday, March 16th, and we are standing at the west entrance of our campus. This video is a follow-up from yesterday's regarding the flow of traffic on our campus. We will have one entrance and one exit, and Adam will help to explain just what that's going to look like.
As soon as you turn onto our campus from the west entrance, all traffic will be directed to make a left and proceed past the main residential living entrance. All vehicles must then stop at our screening checkpoint. Employees must show employee IDs to be screened on. Visitors will be screened to make sure that they're essential to be on our campus, and our team will be ensuring that residents have parking permits on their rear windows to make sure that they truly belong on our campus, and then will be free to go to their accommodations.
We will continue to follow universal precautions as we face COVID-19.
On a sunny day in March, Landis Homes residents moved their chorus rehearsal out onto the lawn. It would be one of the very few gatherings of any kind over the long days, weeks, and months ahead. Soon our state and county would be declared a red zone with a mandate to stay at home and wear face coverings in public. To this point, we still had limited awareness of how coronavirus spreads or the risks involved in singing. Sharing these songs together was an expression of our faith and commitment to each other in the face of uncertainty.
Hello, my name is Larry Zook, and I serve as president here at Landis Communities. Today is March 27, 2020. It is with heartfelt gratitude that we say thank you today to all of the residents, clients, family members, and friends of Landis Communities for the incredible outpouring of support and the meaningful words of encouragement that you have expressed for our team. Each person is feeling the emotional effects of this virus in a unique way. The news we shared yesterday that a Landis Homes resident tested positive for COVID-19 brought what may have seemed like something affecting other parts of the world incredibly close to home. We now face a new reality. Throughout Landis Communities, we have extremely dedicated team members, men and women of all ages and backgrounds who embrace our guiding values of joy, compassion, integrity, stewardship, and community. Many who feel called to serve and see their work as part of their own personal mission. We are so grateful to each of them and to their families. As team members continue to take care of our residents and clients through this unprecedented time, We want to share Landis Community's plans to help take care of team members. Those who can work from home have started to do so. All others are wearing masks unless alone in their offices or eating meals. Starting soon, any team member on the Landis Homes campus coming to a residential living residence may do so in full personal protective equipment. This includes deliveries, security, and emergency maintenance calls. And for those team members providing direct care of a resident with COVID-19, we want to acknowledge the risk and recognize their commitment to serve. And we'll be doing this by providing increased compensation during this time. A program is being developed to track this and to compensate team members accordingly. We recognize and acknowledge and appreciate how difficult it is to not be with one's family when there is so much uncertainty. We are so grateful for each team member of Landis Communities and their families. Thank you so very much.
As all of Landis Communities implemented new safety precautions to keep the virus at bay, many of us felt the loss of regular connection points and daily routines. At Landis Homes, the pool, fitness rooms, bank, and salon were all closed. Dining options changed drastically. Landis Adult Day Services and Pathways Institute moved toward virtual services and classes. Steepleview Lofts residents maintained physical distancing and began to look out for one another's safety even more than they had before. Welsh Mountain Home members worked with vigilance to protect residents in every way possible. Even though at times our social isolation felt like a pianist playing to an empty concert hall, we rose to the occasion and found creative new ways to live and serve under stay-at-home orders. Invasive chickweed needed to be pulled up and disposed of in early spring. Bicyclists felt the call of the road. And the little free library in Lehman Woods remained open. Many Landis Homes residents enjoyed sharing smiles and waves on several videos that were shared with friends and families during the months when no visitors were permitted.
Greetings. My name is Larry Zook and I serve as president here at Landis Communities. Today we will be sharing an update from across Landis Communities. We know that we must remain vigilant in staying home, washing our hands, and maintaining physical distance to continue to limit the spread of this virus. The short clip shared on this video illustrates well the difference that is made with a little distancing. Thank you to residents, clients, and team members across Landis Communities who continue to make a difference through their actions. In many ways, we see how this time of crisis is bringing people together, removing many of the distractions of everyday life and helping us remember what is truly important in this world. Resident support of the team has been overwhelming as well. We are just incredibly grateful for the notes and cards, as well as the cheers that have lined the drive as we exit campus. It is an honor to be with you in this time and to know of your care and concern for us as we all work together to serve you.
Hi, I'm Beth Trout, VP of Advancement and Communications for Landis Communities. Today is April the 29th, 2020. I'm joined by Yvonne Berge, VP of Community Initiatives for Landis Communities. We're going to do a full update today on the things that are happening. Signs of hope are springing up across all of our locations. Most of you haven't seen these, but for those of you on campus or have gone by one of our campuses, there are yard signs that are lining the driveways, the entrances, the roadways with encouraging messages. They say things like, breathe deeply, trust God. We are in this together, strength from God, and we are community. These words of encouragement for residents and team members are really intended to bring joy and comfort, and I think it's been great to drive in and out and to read those signs each day. So we're excited to see those. We also are encouraging you to enjoy the beautiful weather, to walk around our lovely campuses. The temperatures are warmer, the spring flowers are coming out in the trees, so that is something that we can all do to continue to stay fit and healthy and just to enjoy God's beauty.
We all respond differently to being asked to stay at home. Some are grateful for solitude with opportunities to catch up on household projects or start creative ventures. Others need more social interaction and a chance to talk about what they are experiencing.
I was just out at the garden and I planted spinach and I planted my potatoes. And when you get out there, it's just playing in the dirt is fun. And you can see your neighbors at a distance.
Our resident peacocks displayed both ends of that spectrum this spring. All of us missed connecting with friends and loved ones, but many wonderful things happened during stay-at-home orders.
Hi, I'm Beth Trout, VP of Advancement and Communications for Landis Communities. Today is May 8th, 2020, and I'm here with Michelle Rassler. We're here to give you the update for today.
Without some vision of the future, we can feel like this is never going to end, and we don't want to feel that way because we know that's not true. So there's a team working, actually there's a couple teams. One team is working on the care areas, and those are really going to be regulated by CMS and Department of Health as to what changes when, and they've made it very clear that that's going to be a long time before things are going to change in that area. So we're trying to adjust to that thinking. The other is looking at residential living, the rest of the campus, to see when things should change and what that might look like. And as we were meeting, I think we came up with, at least in our minds, a good beginning. The governor's going red, yellow, green. We were thinking we need some more pieces of that. So we're looking at a red, which we're in, going to orange, then yellow, then blue, then green. So it's kind of like mini steps in between those phases.
Good afternoon. I'm Yvonne Berge, Vice President of Community Initiatives here at Landis Communities. I'll have some updates from around the organization this afternoon. Welsh Mountain Home is still COVID-free from everything that we know among our residents there. Welsh Mountain staff have been very generous in buying favorite items that residents have not been able to get for themselves during this era. This is making life during quarantine a little bit more tolerable. As protocols may be changing around us, Steeple View Lofts will be maintaining the highest level of precaution in regards to preventing the spread of COVID-19. Residents are encouraged to limit errands only to those that are life-sustaining, like grocery shopping, required medical appointments, and socially distanced exercise. And residents are encouraged to stay socially connected virtually with family, friends, and neighbors. Landis Adult Day Services will be hosting a Zoom meeting on May 28 at 10 with interested Eden West Adult Day Services clients. This link will be going out to those folks shortly. This will be helpful in determining interests and piloting a virtual connection. Our plan is to offer 2 one-hour sessions of programming 2 days a week. Programming will include exercise, group discussions, trivia, inspirational stories, and other engaging activities. Pathways Institute for Lifelong Learning has started delivering courses virtually through Zoom. Instructors that they know well have invested time into putting these pilot projects together with incredible commitment, enthusiasm, and creativity. More than 90 participants have signed up from Lancaster County and the Capital Region. So while we didn't know what to expect when we first heard about COVID-19, and we didn't know how long we would be in this situation, I am thrilled with the creativity and enthusiasm that is coming from groups like the Lancaster Downtowners, Pathways, and Landis Adult Day to find ways to stay socially connected during this time that we need to be physically distanced.
Hello, today is June 10, 2020. My name is Larry Zook and I serve as president here at Landis Communities. While these updates are focused on the impact of COVID-19 across Landis communities, we believe it is important to take a moment to recognize the impact the tragic killing of George Floyd has had on our country and around the world. We issued a statement last week that shared the tragic killing of George Floyd has brought to the forefront of discussion long present issues of racial disparities and injustice. We need to learn from those most affected by inequalities and deeply harmful disparities. We will listen more actively, ask more and deeper questions, and learn how to remove roadblocks to become an even more inclusive organizational culture for our residents, clients, and team members. We also witnessed a beautiful display of solidarity on the Landis Homes campus last Friday when more than 80 residents and team members gathered on the Crossings Green for 9 minutes of silent reflection and witness. Since a Facebook post of this vigil was shared yesterday, more than 20,000 persons have seen this post. This is clearly a concern many of us are taking to heart. Thank you for standing with us and holding us accountable for change as we move forward.
sharing with you that COVID fatigue, as we call it, is really setting in for almost everyone. We're tired of masks, we're tired of restrictions, and yet that is how we can protect one another. It is unfortunate that masks have become a divisive thing in our society, but that's how I care for you and that's how you care for me, and really that's the only tool we have right now. So even though Lancaster County is going to green on Friday, just really strongly encouraging you to wear masks. It's so very important. For Landis Homes, we begin our blue phase today. Some exciting things are the pool and small group wellness and life enrichment activities. For all of those things, you need to call ahead to make your reservation, so to speak. There are guidelines for all those activities, and I know many people are looking forward to getting active again. Hi, I'm Michelle Rassler, Executive Director here at Landis Homes. Today is August 13, 2020. Thought for the day from the Landis Homes Morning Report. A smile is rest to the weary, daylight to the discouraged, sunshine to the sad, and an antidote for trouble. A Landis Communities team member on the morning video meeting pointed out this thought for today as the group talked about how we find joy these days. Other ideas shared included keep laughing, sing a song, practice gratitude, and keep a positive attitude that says this day is going to be a great day and tomorrow is going to be even more wonderful. As we all continue to do our part to stop the spread of COVID-19, it is important to be aware of the number of cases in Lancaster County and across the state of Pennsylvania. This chart was featured in LMP earlier this week. While you are out in the greater community or even in the community areas where you live, please continue to remember the 3 W's. Wear a face covering, watch your distance, and wash your hands. Thank you all for all that you're doing to keep residents, clients, and team members safe and healthy.
As summer activities, COVID style, kept us engaged across Landis communities, we found our way through safe reopening practices and learned new ways of interacting in public spaces. At Landis Homes, the annual Fellowship Day with Benefit auction for the Caring Fund was held online in early September, along with a week of outdoor activities. There was an ice cream social, a harvest day, and our first ever horsepower parade around campus, all while maintaining physical distance. The week culminated with a drive-through chicken barbecue. Many from the local community picked up chicken to take home. Residents invited family members who were able to pass screening protocols to join them for small outdoor gatherings around campus. More than anything, Fellowship Week was a chance to reconnect and see each other again while supporting the Caring Fund. As we moved through the seasons of 2020, we were challenged and stretched into completely new territory. Spring brought questions and quarantines. In summer, we experienced universal testing for COVID-19, learned how to handle asymptomatic cases, and began to reopen safely, using window visits when face-to-face connections were not possible. By fall, we were beginning to find new rhythms and routines. We found fun and meaningful ways to be together while continuing to follow recommended safety precautions. September 18th, Landis Homes residents enjoyed a concert on the Crossings Green and a visit from the Jersey Cow ice cream truck. Despite the chilly breeze, the long ice cream line proved we have some die-hard ice cream fans. Physically distanced concert goers spread out across the lawn and nearby parking areas with sweaters, hats, and blankets. It was an evening to remember and a comforting assurance that we are still in this together. We experienced a wide range of emotions in response to the events of this unusual and unprecedented time. Looking back, we felt concern both for ourselves and for the global community. We mourn the loss of those whose deaths were related to COVID-19. We offer our deepest condolences to their families and to all who have experienced painful separation from loved ones because of coronavirus restrictions. But we are thankful for the sacrificial hard work and exceptional care given to those in need under circumstances we could not have imagined. Looking ahead, we hope we will soon have a safe and effective vaccine. In the meantime, we are grateful for community as we continue to faithfully steward the blessings and resources we are given. We are thankful that the residents of Steepleview Lofts and Welsh Mountain Home have protected each other's health and safety in extraordinary ways. We are inspired by Landis Adult Day and Landis at Home team members as they continue to care for clients with courage and creativity. We are happy that Pathways Institute courses are now being offered both in person and virtually, following the latest guidance on safety protocols. One way Landis Homes residents are encouraging each other in these physically distanced ways is by writing notes of thanks on fall pumpkins placed around campus. As we move forward into this next season together, may endurance, resilience, and hope be our way of life across Landis communities, in our region, and around our world.